What's up everyone, Fritz here again with another live cop, and today I'm going to be covering some footage from the Yeezy Foam Runner Knits, the Jordan 5 Oreos, and the Yeezy 700 Mauves. So Yeezy Supply has obviously not been my thing lately if you've watched the past two drops. I have been struggling with that, but for the year I've still had over 200 pairs on Yeezy Supply, so this is more of a last 1 to 2 month thing, so we'll get into some of those issues now. And I just can't seem to catch a break on Yeezy Supply lately. When I went to bed the night before this drop, I checked everything out, everything looked good. And then when I woke up a couple hours before the drop, the provider that I use for ISPs for my CAPTCHAs had notified us that subnet went down. So like 2-3 hours before the drop, I was scrambling to try to get all of those or new proxies uploaded for those Gmails. So that definitely, is not an excuse, but it's definitely something that went wrong and definitely played a big factor in me not passing Splash on this drop. Another issue that I had come up is the fact that right before, again, the drop started, I looked up and I looked at the Trickle Discord that I'm in and having the monthly group buy for them, and I saw that they had uploaded a new version. It turns out in retrospect, I didn't really need to upload that, and I should have just run the bot as it was. I need to remember that in the future to just run the old one. But that definitely played a factor too, just because that bot is CLI mode. It wasn't just download and click. There was more to it. That really took me like probably 10 minutes to get rolling, but the fact that I started Trickle up about 10 minutes before the drop, and then wasn't able to hit, that definitely, was unfortunate because I would have liked to run Trickle, as I feel it's the best Yeezy Supply bot out right now. Anyways, here's the failed footage from that drop. There still might be something to pick up from it.
Yeah, one of my task group's not even like picking up. It's like staying in idle. Start auto solve if you're using them.
Trickle updated, and I can't get it set up. That sucks.
Oh damn, that sucks.
Yeah, and I'm not like proficient yet at switching it out really quickly, so that blows.
Well,
Guess I'm going to Gap today.
Damn, I do not know what my issue is on Yeezy Supply lately.
What bots even hit? I don't see a single Wrath checkout.
Mech
No,
is
Wrath-
checking out crazy.
Mac.
Mech is checking out, but I'm using Mech and I can't even get nothing. So I think it's my Gmails or proxies.
Have you all seen what's it called? Vanished. Their Gmails where you sign up like and pay, I think it's $1 a month per like thing, and they do the farming for you. They seem to be working quite well, but I don't know. Considering maybe trying some of those, because I don't know, just because I look at my AYCD and they're all 0.9s, but I don't know that that means much anymore.
Yeah, because I even use Kylan one clicks and
So obviously that didn't go well, right? Obviously I didn't get trickle running, which is my fault, and obviously ISPs went out. But again, I tend to try to put that on myself. I should have woken up even earlier so that I had time to still plan that out and get those set. But even at best, I would have been using those Gmails on proxies that they hadn't been farmed on. So it would have been suboptimal at best. But like I said, there were two big things that went wrong and just contributed to the lack of pairs on this drop. Now I'm just going to talk about the Jordan 5 Oreos and the Yeezy 700 Mauve drop, as I'm not able to show that footage. Take what you want from that, but I will go over what I hit and how I did on that drop. Another thing that again just contributed to the mess of a situation that was going on that morning was that I woke up for the Yeezy drop. It was supposed to be at 11. I woke up and about 2 hours before that I was greeted with the news that that was going to be at 9. So again, this doesn't mean that I wasn't able to get anything set up, but I did only run a few hundred tasks on Yeezy Supply because I was running slots for people on the Jordan 5s, and I had thought that I would have more time to set that up. So again, just something that played a factor. I do need to remember that whenever they say these time changes, I need to be ready for the original one, but just something to keep in mind in the future. I was able to hit one pair of the Mauves even with just a couple hundred tasks. I was really trying to run some of the Gmails on new harvesting proxies from the past drop, and that really did seem to work a lot better. I got past blast a lot more, even though I wasn't running that many tasks to begin with. So I am happy with that testing out, and I feel that that's leading in the right direction for the next drops in October for Yeezy Supply. Should have been more prepared for this. I mean, obviously I still woke up several hours before the drop happened, but again, it really does help to just make sure that you have enough time to see everything happening in front of you and plan ahead for any of these changes that they make. And again, I was focusing more on the Oreo 5s just because I was running slots for people, so we'll get into that now. With the Jordan 5 Oreos, I was able to hit for all of the people that I ran slots for I believe it was a total of 27 pairs. That was a big success for me, but at the same time, I had hit those pairs within 4 to 5 minutes of the drop starting and stopped the tasks with 10 more in a cart at that time. So had I really kept running, I could have hit probably 50 to 100 pairs. But like I said, I hit those 27 within the first 4 or 5 minutes and then shut the bots down. If you ever want me to run slots for you, DM me. As far as the proxies that worked well for me today on Yeezy Supply and on the Jordan 5s, that would be Lemon, Sakura, and Proxy Heaven Residentials. All of these are private proxy groups, so you can't just purchase them off their website, but I really would look into trying to get into those, monitor their Twitters, and do your best to get in there because they do work very well for me on a regular basis. Another drop that I hit pretty well on, which was a restock over this period of time, was the Jordan 4 Lightnings that restocked in grade school. I was able to hit 16 pairs of those, and just, if you listen to my last video, you do know, because again, with restocks, I have those task groups just set up for all of the foot sites. So when I saw that notification, I was able to hit start within 10 to 15 seconds of the first pair restocking, which obviously leads to more success. If you haven't checked out the video that I posted on restocks, I would suggest you do so. It does have some good information on strategies that have worked really well for me, and I used to hit those 16 pairs of Jordan 4 Lightnings. And as far as the proxies that work for me on that, it would be Lemon, Taru, Mushroom, and Live. So even though the knits were a letdown, I have hit a little bit over 40 pairs in the past 2 to 3 days, so I am overall happy with that, but as always, I'm looking to improve. Anyways, I apologize for the lack of footage in today's video. I just really can't show it at this time. It would not be in my best interest. But if you are a little shaky on whether or not this happened, if you haven't seen any of my live cops, I would argue to go watch those. I've shown plenty where I've done really well, and I've shown a few where I haven't, and I've gotten 0. So I really am trying to be transparent. I'm just trying to show you all what I do, what worked and what didn't work, because that's how this game goes. You're gonna lose some, even if you win big on a lot of drops. Survival of the fittest. Anyways, that's all I've got for y'all today. As always, please leave any comments, questions, or debate topics in the comment section below. It really does mean the world to me that y'all take time out of your busy day to watch me, like I said, ramble on about sneakers, and I will do my best to keep creating content that's both useful and informative. Check back next week as I should have another episode and bot tutorial up. And until then, see ya.